Oh, 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 oh. Where do we start at? Where do we start at? Start at hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, sharing the channel. Y'all already know this unexpected. It's unexpected that I'm here doing what I'm doing, what I'm doing tonight. Tonight I chose to go ahead and do a little couple of reactions of the things that's going on in the news. Funny shit. I don't give a damn what I react to today. I'm just gonna react to some things. I'm gonna make some other kind of stuff to go on so we can do this the next day and the next day and the next day. As y'all come through, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Everything and everything y'all may hear on this channel or watch today on this channel is fair use. Fair use under the fair use ordinance. And yeah, we're gonna just, you know what I'm saying, just sit a little bit and just and check out what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some wild shit that's been going on, man. Um, and we ain't been around to like check on it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things I've been having locked in and locked out, and that I ain't check in on either. So it ain't just it is what it is. But you know, I gotta get back to some of this stuff. Let me see. I don't know where I want to start at. Do we start with what y'all know already know what's going on, or do we just look at some random stuff? If y'all got something y'all want me to check out, that's apparently fair use. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. In the comments. Um, let me refresh this so I can see the chat. All right, we already got a couple of people in here that gotta get, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to, have to see the maker in a minute. Let's see how we gonna do this. Cal, I don't know what you're talking about, but there ain't no Spanish. So we're gonna put you in time out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and move you out the way. First thing y'all do is come over here with some nonsense. I don't know what it is or what it gonna be, but y'all just love coming over here with some nonsense, not coming over saying nothing else but crazy stuff. So we ain't gonna tolerate. Man, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How about yourself, Nelly? Trying to get something up, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's the heck going on. Let me see something. Let's try it this way. Cause it won't let me get. Oh, I might be on the wrong one though. I might have been on the wrong one. I might have been on the wrong one. Cause I did have two, but I thought I canceled the one. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I shared the wrong thing then. On the wrong one. Cause I did have two, but I thought I like this ain't y'all gonna be our typical reaction videos, how they do it with all pacificated. How y'all know what I'm trying to say? This gonna be me just, you know what I'm saying, bopping in and showing some video. We talk about it. I talk about it. However it go, I give my opinion. Understand, it's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. Everything I say and whatever I may say out my mouth today, it's just an opinion. It's Saturday, y'all. It's Saturday. It's Saturday reaction, man. And this is what it is, man. I thought I had it set up right though, y'all. Give me a second. But I got everything else right, but I just ain't got this right. What's going on with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all? Like I say, man, I'm finna sit here and react to some things that I already been looking at. And you know, it's probably some stuff that done went viral or something going on out here. But we're gonna go to some things that might not be true, some things that might be true. But we gonna see. Hold on, I messed up. I'm trying to go here. But either way it go, how y'all Saturday going so far, man? How y'all Saturday going so far? I was gonna look on history. How y'all Saturday going so far, man? Mine's going typically. It's going good. Me sitting here thinking what I could do, add some content, and we already had one victim to go ahead and hit the door. But we had to do that. We had to do that because we ain't gonna deal with the nonsense. 2026, man. We should be done with all the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I understand that we ain't. So we're gonna start it off with something funny. I don't know if y'all gonna understand what the little girl said, but we're gonna start it off like this, y'all. She said, "You stupid ass bitch." That's a 15-month-old child. Boy, these kids is ridiculous these days. I'm talking about ridiculous. Yeah, one more time. 15 months. 15 months. And that's the first thing she tell y'all for the year. Y'all so stupid ass. Yeah, that was crazy. Like I say, I'm just warming up, y'all. I ain't on nothing right now. But yeah, Lil Mama said you a stupid ass bitch. As y'all know, y'all heard about the little shooting of the lady, man, in Minneapolis, man. Yeah, she got crashed out, and it pretty much was what it was, man. But the biggest question they've been having going around is was it justified? And I'm pretty sure y'all, I know y'all probably done heard about it. Y'all sat back and y'all examined all the videos that they threw out there, and this and this, and that and this. Um, I watched the video, and it didn't. It seemed like, yeah, they wasn't justified. It wasn't justified. The popo could have walked to the side, but you know what I'm saying. Like I say, shit be happening though. You know what I'm saying? Shit be happening, and I guarantee you, when they got all them when they got all the people that sat here and lied and said what they said, this how they were looking right here. That's how they were looking right there. All the people that said that it wasn't justified and all this, oh y'all gonna see where I'm going at with this, but yeah, that's what they was. That's how they looking right now, man. They looking stunned, disgusted, and busted. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they sat there and just agreed to some shit that wasn't even right. You know what I'm saying? And man, you know what I'm saying? Pooh popped that lady talking about she was an illegal immigrant and all this shit, and then now she's just a white lesbian lady that's out of here, that's left a child behind, and all type of shit though. But it is what it is though, cause that's how they look at right now. That's how they looking. Oh, looking like they finna testify against him bad when they seen that video. When they seen that video come out, they gonna testify against that damn ICE agent. But they say the ICE agent getting out of control though. They out of hand. They don't care. But I don't understand how all of a sudden this lady get knocked off, and now all of a sudden not everybody. Cause I understand why though. I understand why. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like I'm just blind, blatantly blind to whatever be going on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I see the play. I see the play, man. But yeah, man. This shit getting wickeder and wickeder every day, man. This junk getting wickeder and wickeder every day, man. But I'm trying to. Don't give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find the first beginner so we can catch up to the situation. Cause I ain't been here in a while though. I ain't been here in a while. Um. Oh yeah, I know there's one of them that I wanted to see. Now there's gonna be a little longer video than you what you call it, like this video right here. But um they say Trump say he gonna go take over he gonna go take down the cartels in Mexico. Yeah, in Mexico, he said he gonna take down the cartel and he gonna eliminate them. And yeah, I don't think that could happen. I don't think that gonna happen because they ain't scary like some of you know what I'm saying. Some of you Americans and stuff like that. So yeah, it might be a little fight. They can't just go blow up the country. And then I don't really, yeah, I don't know. They might could. And America shot out because they'll blow up some shit. Yeah, they will blow up some shit. They'll definitely blow up some shit. Yeah. So I take that back. Mexico, y'all might be in trouble. You know, I want to know how? Y'all just check this out and listen to this. Take a look. As low as $22 a month for not to that. Your insurance company doesn't want you to see this. Just meth bust. Hold on. Calm down, Tito. Calm down. Yeah, they say recent history. They say they took. Hold on. Full details. A minute ago, FBI and DEA take down cartel trucking empire. 273 arrests, 52-ton meth, and 250 trucks seized. Man, they ain't out here playing. They fucking with everybody. Let's see about that. Of major bust involving one of the most dangerous and powerful cartels in Mexico. On a dusty stretch of highway outside San Antonio, Texas, a routine traffic stop was about to unravel. Fair use, whatever you may see on this video that's only made for entertainment, educational purpose, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, man, I'm only doing the reaction. See the title? I'm reacting. So I'm going to talk between the videos. I'm going to do what I supposed to do. But we going to have to look at this stuff. Yeah, we going to have to look at this and see how this shit going. A $2 billion conspiracy. It was a Tuesday afternoon. $2 billion conspiracy. How the hell I can't sneak up on $1,000. But you telling me a cartel could make a $2 billion conspiracy? This shit wild. This shit wild. Let's listen. A Texas Highway Patrol unit signaled a refrigerated semi-truck to pull over for a standard commercial vehicle inspection. The truck belonged to Southwest Logistics, a company with a pristine reputation, DOT certificate. Yeah, I used to work for Southwest Prestige. I used to work for them a long time ago. Not as no truck driver, but as a logistic, whatever they call it. A person who go do they got a part there where you go clean up their office stuff out of the places and stuff. But yeah. And contracts with the biggest retailers in America. The driver was calm. He handed over his commercial driver's license and the cargo manifest. It listed 20 tons of fresh produce, tomatoes, and lettuce destined for a distribution. Oh, you knew that was it right there, cause yeah, you knew that was that. You knew that was gonna get gaffled out, taken out, and pulled away. Out here talking about they delivering fresh produce. Come on, yeah, that ain't gonna get it.
Center in the Midwest. The paperwork was flawless. The truck was clean. To the human eye, this was the American supply chain in action. But the K9 unit didn't care about the paperwork. As the handler walked the dog around the trailer, the animal sat down near the rear axle, the passive alert for narcotics. The troopers were confused. They opened the doors and saw nothing but crates of vegetables. They moved the crates. Nothing. They checked the walls. Nothing. But dogs don't lie. They brought in a density scanner.
Nah, I'm saying I don't want to make this like a racist thing, but them dogs do be lying though. They do be lying though. The motherfuckers do lie. They need to cut that shit out talking about them goddamn dogs don't be lying. Them damn dogs be lying like a motherfucker because sometimes they be running them dogs know what the hell they doing. But anyway though.
Reading on the floor of the trailer was off. It was too thick. Using heavy tools, officers pried up the metal floorboards. Beneath the refrigerated cargo space, concealed in a custom engineered void, were plastic wrapped bundles, vacuum sealed to perfection. It wasn't insulation. It was 100 kilograms of pure methamphetamine. The driver was arrested, but during the interrogation, he looked genuinely terrified. He swore he didn't know. He was just a driver delivering lettuce.
Andrew, this was a 6-month operation called.
He should have said he would transport sugar. Talk about lettuce and ain't no weed got found enough. You need to stop it, man.
Project Python. It got tons of drugs off the street: heroin, meth, fentanyl, crossing the border from Mexico.
And the DEA agents watching from behind the glass began to realize he was telling the truth. This wasn't a rogue driver smuggling a few kilos on the side. This was a structural engineering marvel designed to fool federal inspections. And that single truck was just one of 250 in the fleet. The DEA had just stumbled upon the largest trucking-based drug operation in American history.
Damn. Woo!
Welcome back. To understand how a cartel hides 50 tons of meth in plain sight, you have to look at the company they built, Southwest Logistics. This wasn't a shell company that existed.
I wish I'd have been. Nah, I ain't gonna even say that because, boy, look, if I'd have known that when it, back in the day when it was yay and then they were getting out yay and yay, yeah, man, that'd have been a job for me. I'd have probably had my CDLs by now.
Only on paper. It was a real profitable business operating for 15 years. They had 500 drivers, a massive maintenance yard in Texas, and legitimate contracts to deliver fresh produce to Walmart, Costco, and Kroger. They were a pillar of the logistics industry, but
They damn sure is a big company though, cause man, they weighed in Miami and everything, man. So they definitely a big ass company. But I don't, like I say, sometimes you gotta take that stuff as a grain of salt, cause sometimes it might not be what it be. But if it is what it is, it is what it is. Shit, you feel me?
hidden inside this legitimate operation was a dark secret. DEA intelligence, led by Special Agent Maria Rodriguez, spent 18 months dismantling the illusion. They discovered that Southwest Logistics wasn't infiltrated by the cartel. It was owned by them. The business model was brilliant and terrifying. Roughly 100.
But ain't that what the same thing the Mob did? Ain't that what they claimed the Mob did? Where you get that cut from? Oh shit! Look at you. Oh, Negro, son. I'm talking to Miss Yogi, y'all. Miss Yogi, she in the background out there talking about some damn tea.
150 of their trucks were purely legitimate, hauling fruit and vegetables 24/7 to generate clean revenue and build a safety record. But the other 100 trucks were priority units. These specific vehicles were taken to a cartel-owned garage for modifications. Mechanics installed hydraulic compartments beneath the floorboards, accessible only by removing specific produce crates in a precise sequence. The operation, codenamed Highway Harvest, revealed that these trucks were moving 50 to 200 kilograms of meth on every trip.
Damn.
They traveled America's highways, mixed in with legitimate traffic, delivering poison to distribution hubs in Chicago, Atlanta, and New York before reloading with legal cargo to return home. The drivers were part of a two-tier system. Most were innocent, hardworking truckers who had no idea they were driving on top of a felony. But a select group, the priority drivers, received coded messages, route deviations, and massive cash bonuses to look the other way, while cartel crews loaded the hidden compartments. 1.7 million pills, meth, and more taken off the streets.
Fox 31's Nicole Fierro got an up-close look and is joining us live with the wild backstory behind this discovery.
Boy, I know them motherfuckers over there mad. They mad, boy. That's a hell of a lick to find out. And it was 2 days ago. I don't know how old this story is, but if it was 2 days ago, god damn, Trump ain't playing, boy. He knocking them motherfuckers off, boy.
As well, Nicole.
Over 2 years, this fleet moved 52 tons of methamphetamine and generated over $300 million in illicit profit, all while maintaining a perfect safety rating with the Department of Transportation. Agent Rodriguez knew that taking down one truck wouldn't stop them. The cartel would just write it off as a cost of
$300 million. Damn. Woo, shit.
doing business. To kill the beast, she had to cut off the head. She needed to take down the entire fleet, the headquarters, the mechanics, and the executives, all at the exact same time. But raiding a company with trucks scattered across 48 states is a logistical nightmare. If one driver tipped off the headquarters, the evidence would be shredded, the hard drives wiped, and the cartel leadership would vanish back into Mexico. The date was set for October 20th. 400 federal agents from the DEA, FBI, and Highway Patrol were mobilized. They tracked every single priority truck via GPS. They positioned SWAT teams outside the corporate HQ in.
And if you see a K9 with a cut tail, you know that dog ain't right. That dog ain't right. But he was right that time, I guess, or she. I don't know what type of dog it was, but a K9 ain't right.
Texas and surveillance units at the distribution warehouses. At 4 a.m., the order was given. The largest simultaneous trucking raid in U.S. history was a go. The clock hit 4 a.m. on October 20th. The command centers in Washington, D.C. and El Paso went live. Across the United States, from the humidity of Florida to the deserts of Nevada, the trap snapped shut. This wasn't just a raid. It was a synchronized shutdown of a logistics empire. On Interstate 10, a priority unit truck moving westbound was illuminated by the flashing lights of 3 unmarked DEA SUVs. The driver, a 10-year veteran of the company, pulled over, assuming it was another inspection. He didn't know that his name was already on a federal indictment. As he stepped out of the cab, he was met by agents in tactical gear. He was handcuffed against the side of his own truck, while a specialized team began dismantling the floor of his trailer. Minutes later, they pulled out 50 kilograms of methamphetamine hidden beneath a pallet of avocados. This scene.
The thing I don't get how they shift off from cocaine to methamphetamine. Boy, they trying to get y'all white folks on drugs, boy. Because ain't too many black folks take what they call it? Meth. There ain't too many black people take meth. You know what I'm saying? But they done shifted from crack to meth. They trying to hook y'all white folks on some damn dope, boy. But y'all on dope, but still, you get what I'm saying?
Played out simultaneously on highways in 12 different states. Drivers were pulled from sleeper berths and
like I say, this unexpected, y'all. So anything I say over here ain't got nothing to do with nothing else that I got going on. This is my reaction, or this is my opinion. There ain't nothing I'm saying is facts. I'm just speaking my opinion, getting y'all my reaction. That's it. That's it. So don't take it serious now. Don't take it serious.
Truck stops. Others were intercepted at way stations. The coordination was absolute.
Are down. Cocaine and meth is on the rise in our area. You first report on the increase this summer, and this.
Now ain't there time. Y'all heard them people say nothing about no cocaine. Everything with meth and fentanyl. Now all of a sudden cocaine come up. Boy, they something else, boy. They know they count that coke. You know how y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how y'all white folks do. Y'all count that coke. Y'all count that coke.
Here is proof. The cartels are getting creative in how they're smuggling the drug into New York City.
In the first hour alone, federal agents secured over 50 trucks loaded with contraband. But the heart of the operation was in Texas. At the Southwest Logistics corporate headquarters, the scene looked like a military invasion. An FBI SWAT team breached the front glass doors of the office building. This wasn't a cartel safe house with barred windows. It was a modern corporate facility with glass walls and executive suites. The executives' men who wore expensive suits and attended Chamber of Commerce meetings were pulled from their desks and thrown to the ground. They had spent years believing that their legitimate business front made them untouchable. They thought the $50 million in legal revenue bought them immunity. They were wrong. Agents moved room to room, seizing servers, financial records, and employee files. They found the shadow ledgers, the encrypted files that track the illegal profits separately from the legitimate hauling revenue. Simultaneously, a second tactical team hit the company's maintenance depot, the modification garage. This was the engineering center of the operation. Inside, agents found mechanics in the middle of welding a false floor into a refrigerated trailer. These weren't corner shop mechanics. They were fabricators paid cartel wages to turn American trucks into smuggling vessels. They were arrested with welding torches still in their hands. But they want to claim that Mexico is broke and all this shit. How could you be broke when you hitting numbers like that? Man, when you hit numbers like that, trucks and all, man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's something strange going on. And then now all of a sudden they want these migrants, immigrants, and all this stuff deported. Man, it's something going on in this government, man. This government something else, boy. Either them Mexicans done told them, man, we ain't giving y'all, we ain't funding y'all, we ain't giving y'all no money. Fuck y'all. Man, them white folks got mad. Hands. The tools and blueprints seized at the garage confirmed the DEA's worst fears. The concealment method. Or is they take this stuff right in y'all face, don't destroy it, and then it end up in American hand, dishing it out to Americans? Or is this the deploy that the American got hand in hand with the Mexican cartel? And this they way of making it look like they get it off the street, but then more of it end up on the street. I'm confused. I'm just asking the question. I don't know. Were industrial grade, involving hydraulic lifts and climate control bypasses designed to fool X-ray machines. By sunrise, the scale of the takedown was becoming clear. The arrest count climbed rapidly. 273 individuals were in custody. This included the CEO, the logistics coordinators who routed the drug shipments, the mechanics who built the traps, and the priority drivers who knowingly hauled the poison. But amidst the chaos, a different tragedy emerged. Federal agents detained nearly 500 drivers in total. As they processed them, investigators realized that nearly 150 of them were innocent. These were men and women who had simply applied for a job, driven their assigned routes, and delivered their produce. They were pawns in a billion. Man, that sure ain't look like all the dope that they saying. Maybe I don't know what 52 tons look like, but I know what tons is. Realized that nearly 150 of them were innocent. These were men and women who had simply applied for a job, driven their assigned route. That don't look like no ton of dope. That look like a couple of bricks, but that don't look like no ton. It look like probably about, if you know, if you come from you come from the docks, that look like a little bag full of, you know what I'm saying, bricks. But that ain't no ton. Trust me, y'all, that ain't no ton. We usually have them wash up on the beach in Miami. And a ton don't look like that, boy. A ton scare you so bad that you would just take that many bricks and just leave, because you'll think that they won't miss it. And delivered their produce. They were pawns in a billion-dollar game. They stood on the side of the highways, watching their trucks being towed away, realizing their employer was a criminal enterprise. The DEA verified their innocence, returning their commercial licenses, but their livelihoods were destroyed in an instant. The physical seizure numbers were staggering. As teams across the country unloaded the trucks and raided the distribution warehouses, the pile of drugs grew. It wasn't just a few kilos here and there. It was 52 tons of methamphetamine. 52 tons. To put that in perspective, I'm still confused why they ain't saying cocaine. Cause ain't nowhere in here cocaine been pushed across that sucker though. Is enough product to supply the entire addict population of a major city for a decade. The street value exceeded $2 billion. Damn.
The Midwest distribution warehouse here in Bentonville seizing what authorities say amounts to millions of.
Well, that's a hell of a. I'm telling you, I'm just saying from experience. I think them folks got mad. The government, whatever, the white folks, the government got mad because they weren't getting their profit out of it no more. Knowing that them boys, they were taking in 2-3 billion. Man, the government was taking in about 5 billion of that 2 or 3 billion. For real. Trust me. Street value exceeded $2 billion. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, if they want to claim Mexico so broke, $2 billion will do Mexico good. If that's just a run, um, whatever the quota is a year. Now I don't think that's a year. That don't sound like a year. Oh, that don't sound like a year. That sounds less than a year. That sounds like every month they were bringing in $2 billion. It ain't that don't sound like a month worth of work like that. If you're getting tons and tons and tons out here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they if they caught them with $2 billion, United States took $3 billion. I'm telling y'all, and put them $3 billion back out there on the streets.
The Midwest distribution warehouse here in Bentonville seizing what authorities say amounts to millions of dollars of illicit vaping and e-cigarette products.
In the warehouses, agents found the drugs vacuum sealed and hidden inside crates of bananas, buried under lettuce, and concealed within the walls of the trailers. The cartel had turned the American.
So imagine if you eating. Well, I'm gonna say at least if it's under the lettuce. Y'all know like coke and stuff. It evaporate like like it 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 absorb any moisture that's around it. So if it's inside like some lettuce, I'm pretty sure we done ate lettuce with cocaine and methamphetamine or whatever. I'm talking about, I don't know how this. I'm just saying my opinion. Just yeah, just from experience of knowing about touching work and all that. Yeah, yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could have ingested that shit, or they throw that shit away. Cause that shit couldn't have made it to market. Nah, it couldn't have made it to market. Or if it was in New York, I don't know. Cause it is some crazy motherfuckers in New York. So they probably just got high on lettuce and didn't even know it. Didn't even know it.
Food supply chain into a delivery service for death. The major retailers, Walmart, Costco, Kroger, were notified immediately.
So the thing is,
of the trailers. The cartel had turned the American food supply chain into a delivery service for death. The major.
who shop here at Costco and Kroger, baby? Who shop at Costco and Kroger? Now Walmart, a lot of white people shop there. I mean, too there, but Costco and Kroger, uh, not the majority. I'm just saying the vast people of them is white people. So if they lettuce that they got that Roman lettuce you be eating, you get what I'm saying? The Raymond, whatever, what you call it, the one that's been in stock. Yeah, that or the cabbage, how it come? Depending on where it was, all that shit could have been laced with dope. Cause I'm telling you, coke absorb anything. You get what I'm saying? If you bagging that shit up with your hand, you gonna get high just from it absorbing in your pores. You get what I'm saying? Cut and crack up or something. That's why you see a lot of people put gloves on when they deal with that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Cause that shit get in your pores. You get what I'm saying? And it don't got to. It come from just absorbing in the air. Anything that shit'll get you high. You could be sitting in a room where somebody just got a brick, just one brick, and what far as high it may be going, this shit could get up in the air and get you high. You get what I'm saying? So imagine if it had to come from certain places to this place to that place, riding in a truck, and it was just sitting there called Prolexic, whatever they project. I forgot what the name was, but that trucking company is it be everywhere. I'm talking about it's still riding because it'll be at y'all job, and I don't think people understand that shit that could be in your pore. I mean, it can get in your pores. So what you think it could do for a plastic bag? Yeah, Rob, what's good with you? What's good, Richard Rob? Man, welcome, man, welcome, man, welcome, man. I'm just sitting here just reacting to some shit that I got on here, man. I ain't been on here in a long time. So I said 2026, man, we're gonna start just reacting to a lot of other stuff and this and that and that and this, and you feel me? And just trying to do what we do, you get what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. You can definitely drop your link. Um, I don't know if this way they could get to you. I don't know nothing good, Rob. You know me, man. I don't know nothing good. You know I don't know nothing good. So I'm just talking about this little situation. Where they caught they took down the cartel trucking empire, 273 arrests and 52 ton of milk. But they only showed like a couple of bricks. Man, these people, and what I'm saying is about the picture y'all see right now. I don't know if I hopefully y'all can see it good. But we like normal black folks, we shop at like normal like the corner moms and pop stores and shit. If this stuff was traveling in a truck for however many long hours, however it took to get the way they going at Kroger and Costco, man, these Mexicans were getting y'all white folks high. You know what I'm saying? They were getting y'all white folks hot, and y'all didn't even know it. Y'all eating them Roman lettuce, talking about we gonna be fit, we gonna get right, and then wonder why you were feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like you wanted to eat three plates of salads, cause you were high. You were high, motherfucker. You had the munchies. You know what I'm saying? You were high. They man, and then like I say, I know it's some black folks out here on milk. I know. But there's a majority of you white folks on milk. Now, if they had like different strains of weed trafficking, then yeah, you could say, yo, black folks would get they were high off some shit they didn't even know they were high. But if it were milk in there, oh, they were targeting you white folks. They were targeting you motherfuckers like a motherfucker, boy. Cause I'm telling you, in every neighborhood we know, all white people get on milk, boy. They be melting it up, boy. And they'll get on fentanyl and everything. They don't give a damn. Now, I did think I saw some X pills. Now, they might have got some of you niggas, because some of you YNs, y'all be getting on them damn pills, though. So, I ain't going to cancel y'all out. I ain't going to cancel you, dude. I ain't going to cancel y'all out. Y'all probably fell for the trap, too, boy. But what I'm saying is, if this shit was in the produce trust or Prolistic, Prologis, man, that truck was famous. You know what I'm saying? That truck was famous. And if it were going to they main target with Costco and Kroger's, man, y'all white folks starting to see why y'all was sitting there and didn't know. Y'all thought y'all wasn't high, but y'all were high when y'all eating them romaine lettuces and them damn cabbage. Whatever the hell y'all eating from out of there, they had bananas too, because black folks don't stop eating bananas because y'all want to keep saying that black folks monkeys and shit. So black folks don't really eat bananas no more because they don't want to be stereotyped. But y'all white folks, y'all don't want to let nobody know y'all eat bananas. Oh, I want potassium. I got to get potassium in me. And y'all eat them same bananas that the cartel was sending over here underneath all that fentanyl and milk. Yeah, y'all were high than the motherfucker. Had the kids high. That's why some of your kids come out retarded. Y'all was high and didn't even know it. Damn shame. Damn shame. For the cartel, son. Y'all think Trump gonna stop? Man, these motherfuckers say they were making $2 billion, $3 billion. You think Trump gonna stop this? What he talking about? Come on, man. Trump doesn't sit his ass down. Money over everything, boy. Motherfucker don't give a damn, boy. They'll send a whole wall of motherfuckers before they let that money go. And they sure getting it if they was inside any of these trucks. If they was inside this truck, they were getting the F's and the C's and the M's potassium.
Retailers, Walmart, Costco, Kroger were notified immediately. Corporate security teams were horrified. Their distribution centers had been used as unwitting transfer points. The trusted trucks pulling into the docks had been carrying lethal cargo.
Like I say, y'all don't take nothing I say serious over here. That's just my opinion. This is unexpected. Everything I say out my mouth, I don't know what I be talking about. I'm just talking. Don't take it serious. I'm doing what I'm following the lead of the Caucasian YouTubers. I'ma just say what I say out my mouth, and then ain't gonna think nobody gonna worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fair use. Fair use. This is for entertainment. This is for education, and whatever the hell else they put on fair use. That's what this for. Yeah, fair use, motherfucker. Fair use.
Contracts were terminated instantly. Southwest Logistics was blacklisted from the industry before the sun set. The company that had generated $300 million in illegal profit was effectively erased from the map.
Ooh, come on, y'all think we would believe that? That they just was taking away. Come on, man. If they made $300 million a month, that means the government was making $500 million a month. You think they were going? You think the government would get that up? Come on, man. They throw these stories out here for you motherfuckers to think that ain't no more dope on the street, but to go on the corner. Why dope dealers ain't here no more? You gonna go start some cartel shit, but you can't start the drug dealers here. Come on, man. You need to cut this shit out, man. I'm telling y'all, it's a bigger picture rolling around here. And I tell you, boy, the government ain't letting that type of money go away. Man, Brolextic, whatever the hell that shit called, logistic. Man, them shit still running right now today. Y'all think they ain't doing what they doing and what they doing is what they doing? Nah, they just made y'all accept that shit now. They just made y'all accept that. We put it on this here and then we call it fake news. And then all of a sudden y'all gonna forget about it. And the same logistic trucks flying right across your expressway. Boy, these white folks slick, boy. I swear to God. That's what I'm telling you. They gotta throw up there that they try to combat this. Yeah, they gotta throw that up there. But it ain't what they really doing though. They had to get they got to get their 500 million package off the top, and that's what they gonna make it look like they captured. Imagine all the shit that didn't get captured.
3 people in handcuffs.
As they say, this is only my opinion. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold me accountable for my opinion. Hold unexpected. Hold unexpected. Cause unexpected, the name alone tell you that don't be expecting nothing nice to come out my mouth. But I'm gonna tell you my truth. And my truth don't got to be your truth, but my truth is my truth. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. No whole bars. Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. That's what it is. They don't, and it's so bad that we content creators, we gotta say allegedly. But these folks ain't saying allegedly that they took this stuff off the street.
Nightmare was just beginning. The charges filed in the Western District of Texas weren't just for drug trafficking. Prosecutors unlocked the ultimate weapon, RICO. As the dust settled on the nationwide raids, the battleground shifted from the highways to the federal courthouse in the Western District of Texas. The physical dismantling of Southwest Logistics was complete.
Greg, what's good with you?
Proved to be even more ruthless.
Franklin police have arrested 27 people as part of a bust of a major drug trafficking operation.
Federal prosecutors weren't treating this as a standard drug trafficking case. They unlocked the nuclear option of federal law enforcement, the RICO Act, by designating.
Man, half of them look like they on that damn shit. All them motherfuckers were getting. But one thing I noticed, and 2 things would show, they ain't said nothing about that cocaine they probably took off there. They ain't say nothing about that marijuana they might have took off there. But they want to speak upon fentanyl and what they call that other shit? Milk. Yeah, this shit crazy. This shit crazy.
Southwest Logistics as a continuing
Southwest Logistics.
Cross-
Now y'all tell me y'all don't see them same logistic trucks riding around right now. Now they want to give us a cockamamie story that they this and that and they were trafficking drugs. But them same logistic trucks is rolling around right now delivering to y'all grocery stores and stuff like that right now. Oh, you drunk that crown. Oh, you know about that Crown World? Okay, I hear that. That especially at Apple. But my wife, she on peach. You know what I'm saying? I like the apple, but she like peach. Yeah, man. Y'all, man. Man, look here, man. They telling half of the story, or not even the whole story. They telling you the story that they want you to hear. Cause ain't nowhere in hell, boy. One thing about the United States, boy, United States greedy for some money, boy, and they don't care about your situation. Oh, cause you gonna crash out if you get on it if it's bad. This and they don't give a damn about none of that. They trying to capitalize on. Why y'all think weed is legal now? Why y'all think they took Novocaine and put it in your teeth? Novocaine is cocaine. They put it in your teeth and to numb you down. Now they had to make $1 off that shit. I hear that.
Prosecutors charged the entire corporate structure as a single criminal entity. This meant the CEO, sitting in his glass-walled office, was just as liable for the 52 tons of methamphetamine as the driver who physically hauled it. The defense team for the executives attempted a strategy that had worked in the past. They argued that Southwest Logistics was a legitimate company in... I'm telling you, I worked at this warehouse in Miami. If I would have known back in the days when it was like the cocaine situation going on, man, nigga, I'd have been probably still working at Logistics, or I'd probably been in prison right now. Y'all, hold on, just give me a second, y'all. You know, made some nuggets. One thing I know is two things for sure, man. I wish I'd have known Logistic would hit like that, boy. A lot of knowing them boy would hitting like that. Oh boy, I'd have been a kingpin. Now in America, they don't cut your fingers off. They don't cut your fingers off in America. Shit, nigga, I'd have been good. Man, look here, hey, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I know what a ton look like from the beach. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause those things used to wash up. I'm talking about sit right there on the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, be right there. That's a ton. That's a ton. That's a bale. You feel me? Man, what they showed on that trunk was a couple of bricks. And like I said earlier, when a nigga run off with them, man, the cartel or whoever ain't worrying about that little package. As long as the other shit keep on getting off. Man, they don't, man, not in America. Man, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know how other people will get dealt with inside different other little states in the United States. But in Miami, man, no, man. No, man. No, we get out there and find that shit and be on, yeah, be on one. And man, come on, man. If anybody know about the game, boy, the first thing a nigga do is go buy guns. You know what I'm saying? Man, so I don't know how nobody else had grew up, but in Miami, oh nah, nigga, we eat off that shit there. Infiltrated by rogue employees. They pointed to 15 years of tax returns and contracts with Walmart and Kroger as proof of their innocence. But the DEA had prepared for this lie. During the trial, prosecutors unveiled the shadow ledgers seized from the corporate servers. These documents proved the...
Now we ain't used to take all. We ain't used to take all, but we used to take what they just had showed on them damn car on that car. We'll take about 20 bill. I mean, we'll take about 20 bricks and keep it moving. 20 bricks to set a nigga off.
The executives didn't just know about the drugs, they had budgeted for them.
Like that cart y'all just saw?
The trial,
Hold on.
prosecutors unveiled the shadow ledgers seized from the corporate servers. These documents prove.
I'll tell you. Just say the top of that cart. That's how many bricks you'll be seeing. And you could just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't gonna miss that boy out of a bale. Nah, not out of a bale. You know, a bale is like a big ass crate full of sack. This ain't nothing right here. This ain't nothing right here when you catch it out there, man. It'd be like each one of the little white little toes, that's about, I say about three keys. They don't miss that shit there. But imagine in a bale, man, a bale. Oh man, that shit filled up in a big ass crate box. I'm talking about one of them big ass crate box. Some shit your bed might come in, or a big ass screen TV, but with 20 of them. Yeah, man, that shit be, yeah, they don't be missing nothing like that top cart. I'm talking about the top cart. Now I ain't talking about the bottom. Now the bottom, you might get yourself killed if they find out. They gonna find out because they gonna know. Cause nigga, you gonna be the freshest nigga in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You and your crew, your neighborhood, y'all gonna be popping in, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. Man, hey, we ain't gonna go there, Grill. We ain't gonna go there, Grill. But I usually eat, boy. I usually eat. You know what I'm saying? I usually eat. But when you catch something like this, nah, that'd be like, I'm talking about the top cart now. Don't get me wrong. The top cart. Yeah, oh, you good, man. They ain't caring. But now you know what I'm saying? They gonna holler at you. And then the money you made, then that's what you caught with. But you gonna have to cop that same situation that you took. You get what I'm saying? If you took 20 bricks, you gotta start buying 20 bricks. For real, for real. Hold on. I'm telling you. Man, shit used to be ugly down there, boy. I'm talking about bitch used to eat. I'm talking about eat. I'm talking about eat. Nah, he probably ain't on this channel. He probably ain't on this channel. But yeah, you get about them many bricks right there. You get like I say, each little roll, each little where you see the red tape at, that's about 3 bricks. That's about 3 bricks in there. And you'll catch one of them slide up on the shore. Yay, and like, but like I say, when you rocking out with that bell, oh, that thing got a tracking on it. Your ass play with that bell and take that bell, your ass, you good as whatever come up with it, but you better buy some guns with it. You better buy some guns when you find it, though.
Just know about the drugs. They had budgeted for them. The records showed that the legitimate trucking revenue, $30 million annually, was merely the operating cost to cover the $300 million in drug profits.
You hear what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling y'all, boy. This how it was, man. This how I used to be in Miami. Let's listen to that one more time. Let's listen to what they just told y'all, boy. This is what we used to have to work with in Miami.
Prepared for this lie. During the trial, prosecutors...
The Mexicans will lose this. The Colombians, they'll lose this. They don't care about that right there. Man, they don't care about that right there. They know them folks, the government finna throw that shit out on the streets. Either way it go. You know what I'm saying? Either that shit don't get destroyed. Ain't none of that shit. If they destroy that much work, y'all best believe the whole Dade County will be, man, the whole Florida will be high. Man, shit, some of you motherfuckers in Alabama and Georgia would be hot if they burned all that shit.
These documents proved the executives didn't just know about the drugs, they had budgeted for them. The records showed that the legitimate trucking revenue, $30 million annually, was merely the operating cost to cover the $300 million in drug profits.
Ooh,
The jury sent
God
emails
damn.
discussing priority unit maintenance schedules that aligned perfectly with cartel shipment dates. The legitimate business defense collapsed in real
You ain't
time.
lying.
The sentencing phase was a historic moment for the American transportation industry. The federal judge.
Y'all see what they just had up there? Tesla. I just told y'all, boy, if the government ain't getting money out of it, y'all got a bit fucked up.
With cartel shipment dates, the legitimate business defense collapsed in real time. The sentencing fate.
You see what they got up there? Tesla. They got Tesla up there. I told y'all the government know what they were doing. The government tell it in this video here. I see what they doing. They telling y'all what they already threw back out there on the street. That's what they took. So if they took 300 million, man, hey, them Mexicans over there or them Colombians or the cartel or however they want to put it, oh, they made way more than that. They said about 3 billion. Yeah, they made way more than the whatever they feel like, that 300 million. You think the government gonna let that type of money go? Nah, he was on. I don't know if he just did it again, but he over DOJ Dodge. He over that Dodge shit. He over that Dodge shit. He definitely over that Dodge shit, boy. I'm telling you. What channel is I'm on? Yeah, I ain't on my channel, so how this? What is this on? Oh, I see what that is. I offer to say how this got a monetization type thing, man. Y'all see what they got in there? Tesla, yeah, yeah. All the, and them and Trump fell out, and it still wasn't nothing. It wasn't no beef, no nothing. That shit just, yeah, man. The government they ain't gonna pass up no money, especially not no motherfucking $3 billion, $4 billion.
Was a historic moment for the American transportation industry. The federal judges showed absolutely no mercy. In their view, these defendants had done something worse than selling drugs. They had betrayed the public trust. They had taken the American supply chain, the system that feeds families across the nation, and weaponized it. The company executives received life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge noted that their clean corporate image was an aggravating factor, not a mitigating one. They had used their respectability as a shield for a cartel, and for that, they would die in federal prison. The priority drivers, the men who knowingly hauled the poison, faced a grim reality. Those who refused to cooperate received sentences. Man, that was their way of telling. That's the way they telling y'all that they let them go on here and what they call migrants, not immigrants here right now, illegal immigrants. The ones who y'all see that say they got papers and they can stay here. Now them the same fuckers right there. The people that they caught doing this, them the same fuckers they got right back running trucks right now. But they under another allegiance though. They gonna get the cartel cash and do what they do. Nah, come on. Nah, you gonna get on out of here. Nah, come on. You need to get up, go on out the door. Ain't no sitting around, no nothing. You ate, you done. It is what it is. If you can't go to sleep, that's on you, buddy. I ain't got time to be thinking you gonna shit or piss in my house. Go. I'm telling y'all, man, that shit bigger than y'all think, boy. Live, what's going on? It's all, man, I'm telling you, they got a whole different agenda. Man, them people, these the same immigrants, or whatever you want to call them, that's sitting out here that say they got papers. The ones they say they put in, we put them in there for the rest of their life, and yeah, them motherfuckers lying.
The motherfucker right here on the side of your over there working at your putting the roof on your house. I ain't lying. I ain't lying.
Sentences ranging from 20 to 40 years. Even those who flipped were handed
That ain't even life. 20 to 40 years. Even though in the feds they say you do day for day, man, you don't do day for day, man. They need to cut that shit out, man.
15 to 25-year sentences. The message was clear.
Charged with 12 felonies related to drug trafficking.
Michael Blaze Turner was arrested after the newly formed Guilford County Narcotics.
If you use your commercial license to move narcotics, you will likely never drive a truck again. Then came the mechanics, the engineers of the conspiracy, who welded the hidden compartments. They received sentences of 15 to...
That's what I'm saying. So if in Florida, in Florida you do 85%. So you think a motherfucker will give up a couple of the run around here with 40, 50 million sack money? The worrying about a damn a 25-year life, 25 years in jail. Man, look at they lucky. I just can't move around like I need to move around. I still be out there trying to do that shit because I ain't willing to give a damn. I just can't move around like that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't move around like that. You think a nigga care about that 85% when then a nigga get that shit right back and give a couple of more years off him and then he'll be back on the street with that money? Come on, man. They just let them folks out and them folks is what it is what it is.
30 years. Their skills, once used to build undetectable traps, were now the reason they would spend decades behind bars. However, amidst the sea of guilty verdicts,
They make this shit sound so damn like, oh, so harsh, like you ain't willing to run with that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They act like you ain't willing to run with that. I run with that. If I done made, especially if I done made the 300 million, oh, nah, you can take me where you want to take me. I get out. Don't worry about it. Y'all gonna fake my death and I'll be out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, all I gotta do is give y'all 100 million of that 300 million because the government greedy. This government in here is greedy. I'm talking about greedy.
Justice system worked to protect the innocent.
Man, they need to stop that. That's why that motherfucker got on.
The DEA.
Y'all gotta always notice that damn lady who they got as a justice system, she got on a blindfold. She don't see no evil, hear no evil.
Guilty verdicts. The justice system worked.
That motherfucker there don't see no evil, hear no evil. You put enough on that scale, on that other scale that outbalance your crime, your ass out on the street. That's how the government works. That's how the government works. You put enough on that other scale, that's why they show you a scale. You put enough money on that other side, weighing out your charge, and if you put enough that outweigh your charge, oh, you getting out. Fuck what they talking about.
Protect the innocent. Of the nearly 500 drivers initially detained, the DEA verified that 150 were truly innocent. These were the unwitting mules drivers who simply picked up a load of lettuce and drove it to a warehouse, never knowing they were sitting on top of 100 kilos of crystal meth. The federal government took the rare step of publicly clearing their names. Their commercial licenses were returned, and agents even assisted some in finding new employment. It was a crucial distinction. The war was against the cartel, not the American trucker. While the human cost was being tallied, the financial
You know why they just said what they just said, not the American what you call it. Come on, man. Come on, man. The Americans got off, but ain't no Spaniard can't got off. Come on, man. Nah, cause them niggas still mute. Cause Logistic is still driving right now. They still got a trucking company. They still got the same business right now. Right now. If I'm lying, look at anytime your grocery stores get filled up. Look at it's Logistic. I'm telling you.
Construction of Southwest Logistics was absolute under federal asset forfeiture law.
That same trucking company is still riding around doing their ones and twos. Right now. Come on, man. They need to cut this shit out.
The government seized everything. The fleet of 250 trucks, the trailers, the maintenance equipment, the corporate.
So they let y'all know who running the sec now. Yeah, they took 250 trucks. You know why they took them? Cause logistics is running right now. Now it's America. I bet you it's American owned company now. Yeah, with a couple of cartels in there to make sure they can still get the 3 billion.
Headquarters and the bank accounts totaling over $100 million were confiscated. The company
No.
didn't just filed for bankruptcy. It was erased. The trucks were stripped of their logos and sold at auction. The proceeds were redirected to victim compensation funds and law enforcement budgets. The very tools used to poison the community were now funding its recovery. The shockwaves of this case hit the boardrooms of America.
I ain't seen a day yet that drugs stop moving. Not yet. Not yet. So I swear these people here just lie. They lie straight to our face. Well, over the internet or what have we. It's still straight to our face because we looking at it and we hearing it. So it's still straight to our face. But there's a lot of people act like they don't see these lies that these people be telling, man. They be telling some old boys, I'm talking about some far-fetched lies, boy.
Largest retailers, Walmart, Costco, and Kroger, were horrified to learn their distribution centers had been used as transfer points for a global drug ring. In the weeks following the verdict, these corporations overhauled their carrier vetting processes. The Southwest Logistics Rule became a new industry standard, demanding deeper audits of trucking partners beyond simple safety records. The trucking industry itself underwent a transformation.
I told y'all they still here. They still here. So the product's still coming from where they came from, and the same shit going on. But they make now they gonna put you in a mindset to look over it. It ain't happening no more. We already seized all it. Y'all ain't seized shit. Y'all making a video, man. Y'all making content, man. The government is fucked up, boy.
The technology race between smugglers and law enforcement accelerated. Following the revelations of the sophisticated hydraulic traps, the Department of Transportation, DOT, Southwest Logistics Rule became a new industry standard, demanding deeper audits of trucking partners beyond simple safety records. The trucking industry itself underwent a transformation. The technology race between smugglers and law enforcement accelerated. Following the revelations of the sophisticated hydraulic traps, the Department of Transportation, DOT, began deploying advanced mobile scanning units capable of detecting density anomalies in trailer floors without opening the doors. Ground-penetrating radar sensors and X-ray trucks became more common at weigh stations. The hidden compartment that had fooled inspectors for 2 years was now a known vulnerability. Special Agent Maria Rodriguez, the architect of Operation Highway Harvest, received the highest commendations the agency could offer. Her investigation had done more than seize drugs. It had exposed a systemic vulnerability in the national infrastructure. By taking down Southwest Logistics, the federal government sent a message that echoed from the cartels in Mexico to the corporate offices in the U.S. There is no cover deep enough. You can build a legitimate company. You can run it for 15 years. You can pay your taxes.
The indictments come as overdose deaths reach record levels. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas has more.
This is nearly 40 pounds of what's believed to be.
You can hide 50 tons of product in the.
Now, this is what bills look like in hindsight without the crake around it. This what bills look like. Now, y'all could just imagine growing up in a place where one of them crates, pallets, wash up on the shore of Miami, and they not looking like they man, yeah. So imagine grabbing one. You just take one of them bags. You think a motherfucker caring about one of them bags? Man, they ain't caring about one of them bags. But boy, when you get it on the block though, that shit boy, yeah, and that bitch used to be uncut. Now what they doing that and how it may go, I don't know, cause I don't deal in that. I ain't been dealing in that about over 20 years. But yeah, this is what wash ups in Miami. But inside a big ass crate. In a big ass crate.
Most expensive high-tech compartments money can buy. But if you cross the line, the federal response will not be a fine. If you cross the line, I think they're trying to tell you if they don't try to be so gangster over here, they product will keep on moving.
That's just my opinion. Y'all don't take nothing I'm saying to offense. All I'm saying is my opinion. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying I know the definite truth or none of this stuff. I'm just giving my opinion. It's called a reaction channel. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. Understand my opinion count like your opinion count. You know what I'm saying?
Will be annihilation. Southwest Logistics is gone. Its headquarters is an empty shell. Its executives are inmates. Its trucks are driving for someone else. The operation proved that the American supply.
Yeah, it's driving for America now, with a partnership with their ass now. Just like what they trying to do in Greenland, just like they trying to do right now to Mexico, just like they trying to do with everybody else. Y'all seeing the truth right now of what this is. I don't know why I played this video, but I played this video. This is a video I played.
Chain is a battlefield. The enemies are not just hiding in the shadows. Sometimes they are driving in the lane right next to you, wearing a uniform and waving a clipboard. But as long as there are agents willing to.
You heard what they said? They driving right next to you, wearing a uniform. The government.
Battlefield. The enemies are not just hiding in the shadows. Sometimes they are driving in the lane right next to you, wearing a uniform and waving a clipboard. But if.
Who wear uniforms out here? The police, the FBI, the DEA, ICE. All these motherfuckers, they wear uniforms. They ain't say a suit and tie. See that they ain't say that. Let's hear that one more time.
American supply chain is a battlefield. The enemies are not just hiding in the shadows. Sometimes they are driving in the lane right next to you, wearing a uniform and waving a clipboard. But as long as there are agents willing to dig into the ledgers, K9 seconds willing to trust their noses, and prosecutors willing to use the full weight of the law, the highways will be defended. This is what happens when a cartel thinks it can buy its way into the American economy. They find out that justice isn't for sale, it's enforced. If you believe that companies used as fronts for drug trafficking should face the death penalty of total corporate dissolution, hit the like button right now.
Man, we don't even believe now you talking about. Shut up. Shut up. So let's get on back to the purpose of what we were doing. What I came here for. The just, you know what I'm saying? Before we get into anything, y'all make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, do all that good stuff. It's so much shit though. We ain't gonna do this in one live. We just gonna do it at this live. You know what I'm saying? We gonna like I said, man, we gonna throw some little funny shit in. I always seen the prank that people did to their kid. Well, this how stupid Americans is. This how lame they got us, y'all.
It's coming. Are you ready?
I don't know if y'all got these ice machines that y'all where y'all stay at. But did somebody ever get y'all like this? Look at Jet face like, boy, this bitch just don't know. She lucky she my mama. Cause boy, if she wasn't my mama, I'll fuck her ass up. Around here playing with me like this. Stinking heifer. Yeah. Yeah, that's how Americans is, but and we ain't gonna man, it was another short that had me laughing too, y'all. Y'all might have seen it. This is another short that had me laughing.
She moving on, cuz that shit hurt. Cuz look, they happy over there.
They said if you laugh, you go in the hill.
Damn, man. Look how they smiling, they smiling, showing all their teeth, cuz. Man, they happy, cuz. You can't mess up that happy family, cuz.
That nigga snap. And spitting out the mouth. That nigga was mad.
I know it, cuz.
And he Hulk Hogan that shit. He Hulk Hogan that shit, boy. He was like, man, fuck this shit, man, that shit. I want to be. Like I say, man, but yeah, man, if y'all rocking out with the um the reaction and stuff like that, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and all that good stuff, man. Like I say, this is just some shit I be watching, man. I just be sitting here watching this shit. I don't know what I be going through, but I be watching it though. You know what I'm saying? I be watching this shit and just be going through it and just be laughing and trying to get a and just be trying to get an understanding of what's going on. Um So, and I'm just trying to find my lane, man, and what I do on these here channels, man. So this is the reaction channel, and we do what we do. And y'all know some of y'all, like I say, we don't just talk about serious topics. We gonna find some shit to laugh at. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all be knowing y'all be really be wanting to say some of the shit that some of these people be saying at the time that they say the shit what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Just like this right here. Hold on. Listen to this crap here. Oh shit. Listen to this shit here.
Went to his bedroom to say goodnight.
Hold on.
When I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system. Then why did you stay in Mexico?
he like what? All I was just saying is why, hey, if he had a better treatment in Mexico, why you ain't stay in Mexico? Why you ain't just stay in Mexico? Y'all know y'all be wanting to say that shit when y'all be hearing these people sitting here talking about what is X, Y, and Z, and yay. Y'all be wanting to ask them, man, why y'all don't just stay? Let me just play it one more time. Look, he looked like he was crying, like he had somebody threw shit in his face because he heard the truth. A motherfucker be wanting to know that. Why y'all ain't stay in your own country then? If it's so, and when you get over here and then it's so bad, why you ain't stay in your own country and raise them where you supposed to raise them at? Have you gonna do it and deal with what you deal with and hope and play it again.
When I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system. Then why did you stay in Mexico?
But I guarantee if that was a black person that said that, all hell would have broke loose. See that fake outrage that they just pulled? All of them was saying what I heard, just my opinion, fair use. I just seen everybody said, damn, I was gonna say that too. But they had to react a little different before they say what they were gonna really say. They were really wanting to say that though. You know what I'm saying? They really wanted to say that though. You know what I'm saying? I know. They really wanted to say that. Again, he ain't know what to do. See, but if it was a black person, oh, he would have nutted up. Oh, he would have nigga this and nigga that, monkey this and monkey that. He'd have went ham on a nigga. But since it was a white man, it was a European saying that. Cause they don't understand that we've been asking Europeans this all this time. If we so much of a killers and gorillas and all this shit, why y'all ain't staying? Oh, man, let's stop that. Yeah.
When I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and
Cause we be trying to ask why y'all ain't stay in Europe then, since we ain't nothing but thieves and criminals and all this shit. Why y'all ain't? Yeah, man, yeah. But it's just unexpected. I told y'all this unexpected. I don't know what gonna come out. Like I say, and it's a reaction channel, fair use. We just only, yeah. We only going by what we see on here, though. You know what I'm saying? We didn't put this on here. I didn't put it on here they put it on here. So shit, I don't know. Yeah, they damn sure reflect it, boy. I'm gonna play a video. I'm gonna show you. Nah, they play victim. I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna let the people say it. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Let's play off that situation that I just said. Let's see. Told y'all, man. I told y'all let this channel just die. But y'all won't let this channel die. Everybody keep asking me to go ahead and what you think about. And yeah, I've been trying to be on my good boy shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to be on my good boy shit. But let's check this shit out, man. Like I say, y'all heard what Buddy said. And I'm gonna tell you, we gonna elaborate on Grizz on what you call it, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let them say it by themselves by themselves. This is your project. You know we got to go through the look. What's called fair use, fair use. That's only educational, personal purposes only. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mute this right quick. Fair use, fair use. Only educational purpose, entertainment, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what I'm doing under the Fair Use Act. I don't know, my wife. I don't know what she gonna do when she get up out of this syndrome she in. But you a damn sure know. You a damn sure know. But listen to the white people tell y'all how it really be.
You talk about white men and why a lot of us end up the way that we are. I'm going to speak about it from the context of white Christian nationalism, what is basically what I grew up in. So you see that playing out right now in a major way, right? White men, we have everything we could fucking ask for and more. And still, you see a massive outburst of white domestic terrorism. White men are the most dangerous population in America. For what? For what?
What? What did he say? Let's run that back a little bit. I like that.
Basically what I grew up in. So you see that playing out right now in a major way, right? White men, we have everything we could fucking ask for and more. And still, you see a massive outburst of white domestic terrorism. White men are the most dangerous population in America. For what? For what? Because we have fair use.
Like I say, I ain't saying this. The white man saying that. So don't hold me accountable for what the white man say to you.
All the rights, all the privilege, all the power as white men in this country. The patriarchy protects us. I said this yesterday, we are the main source of oppression in America. But our programming has us in this duality of being the victim and the perpetrator at the same time. We're not the victim, ever. I mean, I guess being a victim of our parents' violence when we're young and have no control over that.
What you call it say? Message! Yeah, I ain't saying this. Don't hold me accountable for what that man there say. There can't be an opinion. That got to be his fact. That's his fact. He's saying his fact of how he live, how he see things, or whatever. Don't hold me accountable for it.
Or the mental health problem in this country.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Jim Crow, white men. Slavery, white men. Segregation, white men. Concentration camps for Asian Americans in the late 30s and early 40s. 1,800 people died. How many black people hung from trees? 8,000. Let me guess. Oh, yeah. Once again, white men. The gun violence? 98% are men. 84% are white men. U.S. citizens. Huh, I see a trend.
Oh, we gonna skip her. Cause I don't see how Africans will talk about anything that's going on over here. Yeah.
My mom was very emotionally chaotic, unstable. And so from a very young age, we are taught as white men that authority is always right, right? So we're already starting to build the foundation of narcissism, right? Because I'm beating your ass because I love you. The parent cannot be wrong. This is their foundation for raising respectful little white boys. Can't go to mom and figure out how to regulate her because she's either fucking mad or happy and not much in between. So then you learn to internalize your emotions and you kind of learn to turn that off, right? So then we have this foundation of a lack of emotional regulation because we cannot express ourselves. We cannot be contrary to what the rules are.
No, hey, Grit, I ain't crazy, man. I ain't saying this. They saying this. I ain't saying this. So they got to be crazy.
So we have that narcissistic foundation, we have that violence foundation, and then we get reinforced through media, right? Who are all the good guys? Who is this standard? You know, growing up in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, generally it's the white man. You got white superheroes. You're taught, the cops are basically God's chosen. So cops can't do anything wrong. If they ever get pushed back, if they ever get, somebody running for them, whatever, that person is at fault every single time. So then we step into the white evangelical church where authority again is reinforced through the lens of white supremacy. They're not going to say that explicitly, but that's the foundation of the white evangelical church. And then you get indoctrinated at a young age with this idea that I am nothing.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Hey, boy, look here. I'm glad I ain't saying this because y'all probably took it the wrong way. I'm glad that there's white people speaking up and saying what they saying to y'all white folks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't said it. I ain't said nothing. All I'm doing is here listening just like y'all listening. For real, for real.
Without God. You hear it in all the songs. You hear it in all the fucking sermons and all this shit. So again, you have this foundation of violence, narcissism. You enter in the white evangelical church, which is also narcissistic. You have this reinforcement of violent authority. And then you also have your identity is wrapped up in, again, a white supremacist structure under the church. A lot of white men grow up with no identity outside of what is essentially forced onto us. And then when you're in the church, my parents had me go on mission trips to fucking Mexico, Haiti. And so this idea gets reinforced, this colonizer foundation that communities outside.
What? So, they just raise their kids as colonizers. Let's hear that one more time.
With no identity outside of what is essentially forced onto us. And then when you're in the church, my parents had me go on mission trips to fucking Mexico, Haiti. And so this idea gets reinforced, this colonizer foundation that communities outside of whiteness need me. Reinforcement of whiteness is the standard.
And that's how y'all look at Donald Trump right now. Y'all look like y'all need that orange man, your president. Y'all look like y'all need that damn white man sitting there telling us what to do in our country when he could be back in Europe. Wow. I ain't said it. He said it. I didn't say it. I'm just bringing it up to the times of right now.
The white saviorism is implanted in your brain. And again, the church reinforces this over and over and over again. And then again, I've talked about this a lot in the white evangelical church. You have them preaching about how Christians are supposed to be in the world, not of the world. You're going to be hated because you're a follower of Christ, which reinforces the victim narrative while simultaneously reinforcing the narcissism. You pick up this duality of viewing ourselves, no identity, inherently narcissistic, while simultaneously being able to play the victim. And we see that playing out right now in a major way, right? White men, we have everything we could fucking ask for and more.
What?
Instead, you see a massive outburst of white domestic terrorism. White men are the most dangerous population in America. For what? For what? So it's this idea that's reinforced from the Trump administration on down.
What?
That somehow white men are the victims of these other communities outside of whiteness, which isn't fucking true. But if I'm the victim, if my parents are a victim of my behavior, and their response is violence by beating our ass or emotional violence, that programming comes out of us as white men as well. So if I feel like I'm a victim of whatever made up fucking bullshit from the Klan goddamn government,
What?
is I have to protect my rights by any means necessary. Bro, it's so fucking wild because we have all the rights, all the privilege, all the power as white men in this country. The patriarchy protects us. I said this yesterday, we are the...
We gonna follow up with this a little later, man. Y'all, I'm finna go get me something to eat, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode of this reaction video right now today, man. Shout out to Rob, shout out to Grizz, shout out to Liz for popping in with us, man. Shout out to anybody else that was in the bushes. I hope y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and all that good stuff, man. More to come, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. I ain't gonna keep on running this too long. Cause you know what I'm saying, y'all gotta show some love. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if y'all want more of my reactions. You know what I'm saying? And not a reaction, my opinions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like I say, I ain't saying none of this. Everything is captured under fair use, fair use, fair use, YouTube. I'm only allowing people to say what they saying, and that what they saying, and I'm only reacting to the video. With that being said, man, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and drop me something in my stomach, and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Y'all might catch me on. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that channel, but the people that's over there, they know where we at. And like I said, if y'all want me to continue doing these reaction videos, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it to somebody, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll like it too. We gonna get a little better on the little reaction, but I'm doing this one live, so you know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with me on the live. Other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all already know what it is. It's unexpected, under 48 hours, unexpectedly, man. And we gone, y'all. Yeah.